Okay, so what I decided to do during this conversation was just continue my conversation from the InvestFest stage.
Okay.
So if you all were not at InvestFest, or you were there and you missed me, or if you were there, we'll pretty much be going over tax planning strategies. And when I was thinking about what I could talk about today, I wanted to talk about tax planning strategies because I had at least 100 people come up to me and they're like, what else were you going to say? What else do you have for me? What else, like, what else can you give me? And so I thought that tonight would be really, really great to just go over some tax planning strategies. And even when it comes to tax planning strategies, before I even start the presentation, I just want to just take a step back really quick and just talk about what tax planning strategies are, why you would even use them, and then we'll get into the presentation. But pretty much tax planning strategies is really just an analysis of where you are from your income perspective, whether you are an individual or a business owner. But specifically tonight, I will be talking about tax strategies for business owners. And this is more so motivation. If you are not a business owner, you have not started your business, then you need to make sure that you start your business, because the tax code literally are a series of incentives for business owners and investors. Okay, so I am not going to come here and say, yeah, there's a ton of, tax breaks for employees, because no, the system is not designed that way. So I'm here to give you guys, what those tax planning strategies are that you can implement, so that way you're able to keep more of your money. So with the tax planning strategy, what we usually do is take your income, analyze where you are, what tax codes you're currently taking advantage of, and which tax codes you can implement in order to save on taxes. And so there's a few different ones that I kind of started talking about on the stage. And so we'll just go over those, as well as additional ones that you all will be able to implement in your business for tax planning purposes. Okay, so I am actually going to share my screen. Just hold on one second. Let me find it. I'm like so guilty. I always have like 9 million tabs open. So let's put it in Asian mode.
And Ernest, drop some fire in the chat if you're ready for class. Let's feel your energy.
Yes. I need energy. I need energy. I need energy. Perfect. All right. So here we are talking about tax planning strategies we can implement before 12/31. Okay, so with this particular class that I'm going to go through, it's August, right? So typically most of us are thinking that we don't even need to think about taxes. We don't need to consider taxes until January. But when you are investing and you are a business owner, or you are trying to minimize your taxes in any way, you have to have that conversation before the year is over. You cannot wait until January 1st to then think about your taxes. You cannot do that. You have to take a look at your taxes before the end of the year. Okay, so let's jump right in. So today we'll talk about bookkeeping, switching your entity type to retirement plan, shifting income, purchasing a vehicle in your business name and how that affects your taxes, purchasing real estate, purchasing assets, and we'll also talk about some business credit. So not technically like business credit as in like how much funding, but actually tax credits. So business tax credits. Okay. So just to introduce myself to you all, I am Shaquana Brooks. I go by Miss Business across all social platforms. I am a certified public accountant. I like to say that I am the person that helps you keep more of your money from your silent partner, the IRS. I have deemed myself queen of the tax code when it comes to taxes. It's my thing. Most people don't like taxes. They don't like the conversation. But for me, I love taxes and I love the conversation of taxes because I feel that is my way and my contribution to you all in this whole piece of your puzzle of success. Because in my mind, if you're able to, keep more of your money, you're able to take that money and invest it. You're able to take that money and grow your business, go on vacation, have a lifestyle, invest, whatever it is that you want to do. But this is my way of being able to contribute and give back to you to help you all get one step further. I decided 4.5 years ago. Was that 4.5 years ago? Was it 5? I feel like I always say 4.5, and I'm like, is it really 4.5 now? This is 2000. Yeah. It's about 4.5 years. So 4.5 years ago, I decided that I was going to leave corporate. I started corporate working, Big Four accounting firm. As an accountant, that's where you want to be, making great money. And I stayed there for 6.5 years. And after being there for 6.5 years, I worked with mutual funds as well as real estate private equity. And I had to make a decision because I was coming up in a time in my career where I had to say, am I going to stay here? I really didn't want to stay at the firm. Most people don't stay at accounting firms really, really long. And honestly, structure, I didn't like seeing partners work as hard as I did. That some people like things like that. I don't, because it doesn't give me anything to look forward to, right? So I'm in corporate, I'm working, I'm there till 1:00 in the morning, and the partner's like walking through the halls and they're there too. That doesn't work for me, right? Because I'm like, okay, if I stay here 20 years, I'm still going to be working till 1:00 in the morning. And my lifestyle and being able to spend time with my family and things like that are so important to me. I had to make a decision, and that decision was either leave and go to a private firm where, hours would be a little bit more structured, more 9 to 5, or do I go and start my own company? So I decided to start my own company, which is Brooks Alliance, where you guys see my team, a photo shoot that we did. So I decided to go and start my own tax and accounting company because I felt that the corporate structure, small businesses were missing that corporate structure. And I knew that because my dad has restaurants, and how they were approaching taxes. I had never seen him approach taxes that way. And so I knew that if I could give us that information and structure my company with those corporate values and principles and structure in terms of approaching taxes, then we would be good, right? Because most people who are servicing small businesses aren't even talking to you guys about tax planning, right? Because that's more of a corporate thing. That's what more bigger businesses do. But as a small business, your dollars are very important as well. So that's a little bit about me and, my road to how I even got in front of you guys today. And in terms of services that we provide at Brooks Alliance to just help you all is personal tax preparation, business tax preparation, business formation, bookkeeping, payroll, and of course, tax planning.